in Cleveland tonight as the city honors the NBA champion Cavaliers.
They asked me, do I have a speech or something prepared? I really don't. I'm just going to speak from the heart like I always do. What's going on right now is still so surreal to me. It still hasn't hit me what actually happened.
Of course, it is surreal for fans, too. An incredible crowd in the streets of downtown Cleveland, all cheering on the team and the MVP, LeBron James. And fans were excited to find out today that LeBron James will be staying in Cleveland. According to Cleveland.com, James is quoted as saying, "I love it here. I love being here. I love my teammates. Obviously, my agent will take care of the logistical things, but I'm happy. I've got no plans to go nowhere at this point." And we're told that crowd, more than 1 million fans jamming into downtown to celebrate the champions. They were predicting, of course, that they might have a crowd of 500,000.
Never have seen anything like it. It was a huge celebration, of course, 52 years in the making. The crowd of Cavs fans filling nearly every space. It was as far as the eye could see. And of course, they were hugging their heroes and celebrating an end to the curse in Cleveland.
The official estimate, 1.3 million fans. All jammed along a parade route in the heart of downtown Cleveland, celebrating the end of 52 years of futility and failure, climbing lights, trees, buildings, anywhere they could to get a glimpse of their heroes. The streets of Cleveland were so choked with championship fans, it took more than 4 hours to travel little more than a mile. Supporters swarming the car carrying LeBron James so often, at times, the parade was actually brought to a halt. The Cavs players and staff soaking up the attention, hopping out of their cars to embrace fans or give high fives. For a city and region that has endured so many heartbreaks, it is a monumental celebration of an end to a curse. Now, fans hope it won't take another 5 decades before the next championship celebration happens here.
Now, we have had live team coverage of the celebration in Cleveland all day long. NBC4 Sports Director Jared Smalley and reporter Renee LaSalle have been in the thick of those celebrations. Let's start with you, Renee. It looked monumental from here. What was it like to be in the middle of all those Cavs fans?
Dwayne, it was insane. I tell you what, literally the biggest crowd this city has ever seen. If you take a look around, you can see the festivities just now beginning to break up. Everybody here in downtown Cleveland just to celebrate the Cavaliers.
We got here at 11 p.m. yesterday.
Bright and early it started.
As we want to celebrate the championship of the Cavs.
Hundreds of thousands of fans lining up in downtown Cleveland.
LeBron came back, he brought his promise back.
Everyone here to cheer on their team, and they came from everywhere.
Texas! Los Angeles, California.
Fort Myers, Florida.
Norma and Ruben Ramos drove in from West Palm Beach.
And we drove 21 hours to get here.
Along the parade route, competition for the best view in a thick mass of wine and gold.
Champs t-shirts, what a soda!
Even the vendors were fans. Victor Borjaguez came in from Jersey City.
I know it's gonna be jam-packed like this, and I love all the fans.
I have been a fan 73 years.
For Gretchen Vendetti and her granddaughter Christy, it couldn't get much better.
Because we're the champions.
That excitement still thick here in downtown Cleveland. It stretched into that parade too. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll show you some of the highlights. But you know, that excitement wasn't just for the fans, it was for the players too. Sports Director Jared Smalley got to hear it all. Jared, what can you tell us?
Renee, good evening. The land was overrun here, and we're right in the middle of it. This is Mall B, where the main rally, the ceremony, just concluded up here on the stage behind us here. I mean, thousands. It's hard to even fathom how many people were crowded into this grassy area and the streets surrounding this area. I'll step out of the way so you can see what's left. Debris. It is everywhere. Trash everywhere. A lot of water bottles. It got really hot out here this afternoon. Folks standing under that beating sun. They had to drink a lot of water because they waited nearly 7 hours for the program to begin. They got in here just before 9 a.m. and they had to wait all day long through the heat, but finally their heroes arrived on stage. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving drawing the biggest applause from fans.
I heard a lot of thank you LeBrons today, and you know, thanks for coming home and thanks for keeping your promise, but I really, you guys really should be thanking all the guys up here, to be honest.
This is an unbelievable ride that I'll remember for the rest of my life, and the only question that can ever be said about this team is, what's next?
Now, the good news about next season, hey, Kyrie Irving's under contract, so he'll be here. LeBron James, adamant, not only to what he said earlier in the media, but as he said on stage, let's get ready for next year. So it looks like you have a LeBron James commitment for next season. You're going to have a lot of really good pieces that are coming back to the team. There are some decisions that have to be made with contracts, but for the most part, this team could return for the most part intact to try to make a run at a repeat in the 2016-2017 season. And if you were listening either online or on the air and you heard LeBron's speech, you'll notice it got a little, he dropped some words in there, dropped a little bit of profanity in there as he went along. He was fired up today, no denying that. But clearly this crowd received that well because they were as fired up. They're passionate, the 50-plus years of waiting all over. Again, our coverage continues here from Cleveland. For now, we'll go back to the studio.